Blood Moon apologists will often come and say stuff like, oh, it keeps greedy mana bases in check. So why didn't they make Harbinger of the Moon and Blood Moon effects in general cost triple blue or triple red? That's it, that's the thought. Elaborate. See, I don't actually know how it connects. It made sense in my head at first, but now that I brought it up, I actually don't know if it makes a lot much sense. But you know, it would mean that like you are incentivized to play non-greedy mana base of mono basics anyways to cast your card. And then you cast it and it does the thing, and like you can stay true to your word. No, Leyline not worth it, chat. It makes my every stupid forest tap for 5 colors. And in general, moon effects are played in decks that like moon effects typically actually work in decks that only touch red and are mainly of a different color, which is just twisted. If only this Leyline was a dumb 4 to 5 mana idiot, let's say Nissa who shakes the world. If I draw Nykthos, I have 8 mana from Nykthos alone, and then also 5 more, 13. Well, one blue moon is indeed substantially worse than 2 red moon. Hopefully. It better be. Six, 8. Holy fucking shit, this card. The eidetic memory is so good actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No i co, mogę pierdalać 7, 7 na nic? Yeah, the Harbinger being a blue creature is another thing. It's as stupid as the original moon. I am baffled, sad, and furious all at the same time at the fact that they printed that. You can tell that I wasn't consulting on the set because I would tell them please don't, and then they would have printed it anyways, but you can tell. Eight, 10. O kurde, dziękuję. Blue Moon is official, it's real. It's real and it's real cringe. I bored out ley lines, they seem weak in the matchup. Actually, I don't know, maybe they're better than elves. Let's keep leyline for science. Now thinking, all colors should have a moon. Well put, John Star. Well put. Makes so much sense to punish greedy mana bases. The only example of a truly greedy mana base that I can think of is that Lonnie's combo deck that's base green, splashes 3 other colors, and has Urza's Sagas. 21 lands total, that's crazy. Yet that deck punishes itself for being shit and not functioning half the time. Yes, you can use this Rebel mana on channeling. What do you think of maybe just suspending the Trailblazer? Let's plot it. Kurwa, jak Niktosa dobiorę tak pierdalnie, tak wyjebie. Będzie muzyczne pierdolnięcie niezłe. I co za tam many zagram w sumie. Alright, would nowhere else be better or worse in my hand than ley lines? Ethergast. Dobra, no. Bijcie mam te kiory. Holy shit, Ethergast now is so good against my deck. It can fight every card. Ledger Shredder. Ledger Shredder is the natural counter for Outcaster Trailblazer because it's the like ultimate anti-plot tool. Kurwa, no co, zabije mi to ODT? Tej się tego Outcastera i chujowo będzie. My friend got back into Magic after 15 years. First, I will show him Bowmasters. Why? This matchup doesn't seem particularly good. I mean, but like old mono green was pretty bad against Phoenix, so it's probably worse now. The Outcasters are good targets for shocks. That seems like an issue. The Phoenix tag is probably also like better when you have Prankster and like some Brazil borrowers. There is no Carnot for Crypt to ruin you. You want to educate, you start with Ragavan, then Bowmaster, then Fire and Ice, and then Puzzle Negation. Good. That's a good learning curve. No i zajebiście, no. Ulvenwald, Oddity, kinda blank. Outcaster died to a shock this game. Leyline didn't accomplish anything. Leyline probably not good enough if we don't find Nykthos. Better playing World 3. What? What World 3? Right, I think that's like 3 out of 3 Leyline opening hand. Holy shit, 2 Leylines. Tribute to the World 3. That's almost decent, right? Oh shit, leyline. It nicked us. Oh shit, I had this turn 2 Cavalier. Well, too bad I don't. Throw is good too. But like that's the reason I guess to play this. You try that card once in the sideboard versus the Smith back in the current world. It sounds pretty okay. Dobra. I mean, I would Storm turn 2. We did have a turn 2 Cavalier this game, I just didn't realize in time. So instead I played the Troll. Kanister wins, holy shit. What's good in the middle? Tail Swipe? Voracious Hydra? Not really. Not really. Guess Leyline. Handy Hunter? Holy guacamole, I wish. Maybe Tail Swipe is... Seems kinda bad. Like maybe I can have it over Nissa too. Types 1 to break the serve. Oh, Tail Swipe. I have to keep now. Can't move. Holy shit, this set is bad. Well, I guess it's not even good. And Tail Swipe when I play, I would not even bother it in. Trailblazer becomes plotted. Sure, buddy, sure. Wow. Oh no, they found Nyctas. Why plotting though? Why did the opponent plot? That's because the Trailblazer has an ATB and they wanted to save it. Is Tail Swipe really better than the new bite spell? Give me the name. What's the new bite spell? Hard-hitting truth. Hard-hitting question, right? Yeah, it's probably better to play hard-hitting question. Good point. Holy shit, I'll show them next turn. I will really show them next turn. Yeah, next turn, right? Come on, bro. Let me click. Seems like they did mill their oddity, yeah. Although... they also just had 3 ley lines. Sure, I'm getting it every time. It seems pretty bad overall. It is a little bit of a blank. And like if you cut off of Nissa, then you have Nyctas less often, but you have leyline. That's pretty bad. Yeah, maybe. Maybe it just sucks. Tribute sounds cool. Although, kind of funny against shoulder that like how weak against shoulder that becomes at that point could be an issue or not. I haven't seen a shoulder cast in a while. Actually. Thorin. He's got 2 Thorins. Vein Reaper. Holy shit, where is my pick my poison now? Dobra, Storm z Chubisa. I jedziemy. It's good. It's actually really quite good. Oh, they have a land, so they might actually push it. Not land Scarp. Doesn't trade with Reaper. I guess not if they put a counter, that's what you mean. Which they will. Dobra, mamy to. Tylko co mamy? W sumie. Gówno. W sumie. Zero outer, I can draw a Nyctos or a Storm. Or a Cavalier into Nyctos. Or a Forest, so... Unlucky, really. Do you want Leveler? Hydra? Not really. Vivian? Vivian seems pretty easy to attack. But... we have to play Vivian to justify her a little bit. Most importantly, we get to cut Leyline of the Guild Pact. Holy shit, I could have brought Needle and Needle Reflection of Kikijiki. I forgot about that. Do I think this Raptor Flute will totally revitalize the Weird Prison deck in Modern? Probably not. Well, we had outs game 1, we could have just drawn Nyctos or Storm or Cavalier or 5 other cards I have mentioned. I think that sounds better than... trading. Well, trading chump blocking. Co jest kurwa, zabijaj mi Kiorę? Posrane. Removal mám takého planeswalkera. Forest. How did a grumpy, sarcastic grouch develop a liking for upbeat meme music? To jest kurwa grouch. Zrzęda. See you in an hour. So what kind of a question is that? A logical leap has been made. First, that I like upbeat meme music. Second, that I developed it. Third, that I'm a grouch. Fifth, that I don't know what's the fifth one, but yeah, very loaded question. They actually weren't trading for the wolf making one. Nice, Vein Reaper. Nine. That's blocked by this. If it doesn't get blocked, then they die. As a 9, as an 8/8. Because it's they're dead with when this plus, yeah, plus the two smallest connect. And they either block the Cavalier or die. No, so yeah, that was the attack I wanted to perform. Needle for Veil Reaper? Sure. What do I think of wizards doubling down on making lands that aren't actually lands? Such as lands that aren't actually lands, doubling down. Oh, the double-sided cards. It is interesting. They normally, like, I don't know, the MDFC is mostly the Modern Horizons sets, like they kind of overtly seem to just be there for Belcher style decks, which This is interesting because normally they would not print a combo card, and if they could ever allow, you know, help it, but so it kind of stands at odds with what they normally do. You say they printed combo cards in MH3? Holy guacamole, Reef Worm is gonna be in Modern now? Well, also I said that because we were talking about normal sets, right? Just like in a normal standard power level set, a mid-range deck will have a harder time getting a card that makes them cut Uragavan for something better, right? But Rhinos can get a card that's situationally better than Mystical Dispute, and then it's gonna end up being played. And like this is an MH set, so it's like not really a null logos. Or not what I meant the last time. Nice keep, brother. Thoughtseize, pass. I bet your next turn is gonna bang. Can you make oops in modern? There was an oops all spell decks in modern, yeah. It had a very convoluted kill. I think they printed something new to improve it. I don't remember. I kinda thought they did. I know the Vengevine thing, but I thought they printed something new. Sure. Gdzie kurwa te lądy są? Co to za kawaler przystojny? Co nie trafia? Could be an issue if I actually get extincted. Extinction evented, but no chuj, no trudno. The Apocalypse. Apokalipsen. Siup. I left myself with no outs to ever have a good draw by putting an off of this on top of my deck. No, I mean, I guess it can find an Ictos. That would be quite effective. Ale najebaliśmy ziomeczkowi, no. What does the flipped thing do? Everything has haste and trample and +1/+1. So it kills. Troll on top? Perhaps. Holy shit, perhaps. Probably, my guess is it will see no play. But you could go Buried Alive and then Surgical Extraction your opponent's best 2 cards and then you attack them for 9. I plot. Holy shit, plot so good. Tutor for 7 power? How do you do that? Narcomeban 2 amalgams? Holy shit. Yeah, I guess. Oh no, Narset is actually insane. Guess my deck. Kurde no. Any ODTs in the chat? From Ulvenwald or anywhere really? Shit. I assume they don't really want to absorb now. I can hit a land drop. That was awkward. I wish I could trigger the Outcaster really quickly to get my 1 mana to pay for the Jewelry Disruption, but can't do that. March. What they get with their set Absorb? Yeah, I guess we've seen it. No more lies. Mordeczko, odczep się. Jednak trzeba było plotować. I have to pitch a lockdown to get my troll though. Holy shit, resolved Kiora. Mono green base and it's pioneer based. Fine. I'll play an RCQ in a week in Krakow and I will play Phoenix there. Nie, kurwa. NML już nie może, no to... Grab Yorion. Absorption. Wait, I play Absorb instead of the Spree counterspell. How come? No i co, kurwa, najgorszy draw w decku? Dobrałem, wiadomo, nie? Ale syf. Literally the worst card to draw. For a change, I'll absorb, said opponent. To introduce some spicy variety in our match, I'll absorb. Okay. Absorb again, buddy. Petty Theft. That's a surprising card to see in a Yorion deck, but... O kurwa, ale wyjebało Nyktosów. Can normalize, but I accept that. Probably will be able to normalize one of my storms anyways if I let it sit in hand. Greetings, user Dodo911. Welcome to the stream. The Kiora play was just a play. I had a Kiora in hand and I wanted to play it. If it resolves, I'm fine. If it doesn't resolve, I'm fine. Because I have a second one. Which is useless if the first one lives, right? So I would say that it's hardly debating. I play Trailblazer. I have 2 mana, add a mana, 1 mana, tap Forest, 5, 6, 9, so not enough to cast. So I'll just Storm. Wait, can I Storm? Pięć, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes. The same amount of mana if you play Blazer or not. I think it is. How come it doesn't adapt to me? I guess I used Nykthos twice, so that should work. I play Blazer, get a mana, then I use Nykthos. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On top. Why isn't it adding up for me? But it should produce 3 mana. I did count the Blazer mana. I don't know, like that should work, but when I try to go through it, it doesn't add up, so. Can also draw a land and then it's gonna hyper add up. Oh, that's 9 mana. Did I untap the wrong land? I should untap the like Haven? Spend 3 mana for 1 devotion, 1 mana. Well, but I used the devotion twice, right? Anyways. Nick. Untap Nick. Holy shit, my favorite card, Leyline of the Gulit Pact. Now everything is all colors. Okay, that was because Kiora was a +3 if I untap the Wolfhollow Haven. I don't cast a Trailblazer, so that's why it only adds 2 mana while costing 3, so it actually costed me mana. So I should have just flashed back a Storm, I think, but I'm glad I didn't because I drew a Storm anyway, so it's good. So I have 5 lands, Giga Enchanted Forest, which is 3 mana, so that's 5, 8, and then I had Nykthos, which with Haven, Nissa, Kiora produced 2 mana. Is Farewell still a card people play? I sure hope it's not. Or I sure hope it is not currently in my opponent's hand, like what can I say? Would be a shame. Well, they didn't feel of ruin my Nyctas at sorcery speed. Yes, Manch already arrived at the conclusion and we already realized everything. Play Forest if they have Dwori and no more lives. What is harder to play, Lotus Field or Mono Green Devotion? Probably Lotus Field. And by probably I mean Lotus Field. Look 9 deep for under Nyctas. And we fail. I guess we did see the Nyctas, yeah. All 3 Nyctases remaining in the deck. 1 is on the battlefield and 2 were on the bottom. That's why every effect should shuffle your deck. So you don't have to keep track of what's on the bottom of your deck. Lanes. Marvelous. Kinda crazy how they only have 5 blue. I guess it's not crazy. It's a pretty hefty amount of blue. It probably should suffice for them to cast anything with it, but Supreme Verdict. What do you want to put back? Trailblazer? Maybe the Oddity number 2. Temporary cockdown. Guess I don't want to Bossage it. Holy shit, Olvenwald Oddity, more like Ancestral Recall. Turn 15. I attack you for a good amount. Shoop. How much is that? I say minus 20. Minus 27. Close enough. And now we get to cut elves and add grindy cards like Cityscape Leveler, Nissa Hushanks, Vivian, and I guess that's kinda it. I don't have more. That's all I've got. Frillback? No nie wiem, wieje chujem ten Frillback. Destroy Omen of the Sea? I don't know, brother. Hers, jeś. Stone Brain for Absorb? No chyba nie, nie będziemy Stone Brain absorba. I would rather draw an elf than Stone Brain absorb. We have Vivian. Vivian looks good against them. Going for Sunfall has to be better, surely. Go for Sunfall. My Stone Brain. I mean, it depends on the situation, but also... What deck did you play Vivian in? The Vaulted Druid. Oh no, full value Mystical Dispute. I mean, value. The Emperor. Oh no. First like Vigilance. Oh no. I absorb. You I surely do, buddy. I think they're casting a March. There's like a nice, there's a little bit of a lag that happens if your opponent is casting a pitch spell when they're exiling their card. This plot basically suspend 1. Plot means that you get to cast the cards later when you want to. So it's kind of like suspend often, but not doesn't necessarily have to be. I think they would cast Normalize last turn. Mystical Dispute. Dispute? Which pute? Nice. Here you get a Power Stone, buddy. No, no more lies on my leveler. I absorb, said villain. Understandable. I'm just crossing my fingers that the Emperor is not there. I get to attack. Not really in a position to play around stuff. It seems like it's paying off. Can make a big lair. Yorion. Sky Nomad. And seems to be sweepers. Does it? It's 18. I make it troll end of turn. Cycle Surrogated Farmland. Didn't even tap the Power Stone token to do it. Cringe, bro, cringe. Truly cringe. What a villain that was. Fought valiantly for hours before simply dying. Does Pioneer play Settle the Wreckage occasionally? Not very often though. Sunken Citadel, huh? How good would Sunken Citadel be if it was just a ETB tab, choose a color, and they soul land for a given color? Good list should. Seems very good versus vampires and Phoenix. You sure about that? Settle against vampires? Seems pretty terrible actually against the Fable deck. Slick shot. Ay ay ay. Should I play Kiora maybe? Kiora can die. It does seem like the heroic deck indeed. Unfortunately, I had no leyline in my opening hand, which was my only hope, as I said. Also, Sunken Citadel just cost us a game. Could we have gone Trailblazer plus Elf? Yeah, that was also an option. Storm? Can I enchant this new Nyctos with this? I think I can. I can't. That's bullshit, bros. I think I haven't played a land, right? Yeah. Is it better to storm or cavalier? Guess storm can hit double forest if needed. Or this and this. Or it's cavalier and Kyora. I'll probably draw my deck, like if I go outcaster, then like I don't want to mill the oddity. I think just reach creatures, that's not a good plan. I will die to... I think that's better to do it this way. Also draw for the old Kyora. But I would not want to mill my oddities. I guess I have two. I mean, the Trailblazer is better at chaining storms than... Dobrze. Trailblazer is better at storming off than Karn was, right? Well, here is the oddity. Nice slick shot show of deck, brother. Spike, 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 spike. Holy shit, they draw 5 monster. This looks weird. Was there not a single gold card in these core sets? It's white bordered. Eighth edition seems weird. City of Brass. True. Holy shit, those basics look so good, chat. So I'm up against Heroic. We want Tail Swipe, Hydra. Probably Stonebrain for, you know, haha. Their cards. I'll cut off of this, and I don't know what else. Stonebrain Showdown of the Skulls. Maybe they'll have two in hand and it's gonna be like a Joe Blank. We did beat Heroic. To be fair, they seem to only have drawn one spell. This is good if I draw an elf, I will. Seems better than mulliganing and just having a shit hand anyways, right? Nice keep, thanks. Oh, here comes the elf. Also, we were supposed to replace Tail Swipe with hard-hitting question. Will I play DRC tomorrow? In fact, I will not. 7-4, ale napierdala. You think Tail Swipe is better? It's not clear. I guess it's an instant. Play split, 1-1 split, classic Tail Swipe, and hard-hitting question split. Does Vivian do anything? Not against Heroic, but she mostly looks nice. You do get to play Old Growth Trolls EOT against Blue-White. Holy shit. That's a giga keep if I've ever seen one. Sunken Citadel once again. Looking great. Holy shit. Sunken Citadel, yeah. What a card. It also has the downside of having the Nykthos border, so it fools you into briefly thinking that you have a Nykthos in hand, which makes you pog. But then you take it back because you're like, oh no, it's a tapland. It's a mono green tapland, no effect. Yeah, I would play free lair. Or just, you know, a forest. Or a spell, because like as a land this is so useless that you might as well play a spell. Holy shit. $20 sounds quite low. Well, my deck has 21 lands and 3 oaths, so if I were to have 4 oaths, then it would all add up nicely. That was a pretty nice turn 3. Should explode next turn if I don't die. I get to block Virtuoso with the Old Growth Troll. Whoops, whoops. Red alert. villain is charging their monster up. I mean, it's pretty hard for them to kill me still. They only have 2 more mana. I have 22 life, I can block twice. The troll block is free too. Sun Kenzan. God's Willing and Ancestral Anger. Well, but then Ancestral Anger. 6, that'll be like 7. That's still too small, I think. What now? 5 Devotion. Play Trailblazer and then just tap Nykthos. Telsway would be better here. How come? I guess it would kill it actually. That's how. Here it is. Well, that's pretty good. Nice. Pink Storm now. I did play a land. I had to play Forest to activate my Nykthos. They connived a Slickshot show off. So I don't really want to swipe this. So I might be, actually I just play Cavalier at a Forest and I still have a reach blocker for this. I think like a show off is a card they would keep in their hand. Beat God's Willing, I need to kill this and this, but then if they have show off God's Willing, that still works. If they have both show off and God's Willing, they kill me, I agree. But what do I want to do if they don't have one of those? But if I clear their board, so they connive, they Slickshot show off, right? They have 2 cards left in hand. If I were playing Heroic, I would keep a show off in my hand. So I want to keep a reach creature. These decks don't really play God's Willing anymore, right? Can fight with Trailblazer against a 6/6? Sure. Oh, they 6/7. True, it survives. Okay, in that case, that's fine. Tail swipe actually so good. You can even cast a spell in response to something, it still gets the +1/+1 whenever it does in main phase. That's actually crazy. Bro plays Heroic and gets O2'd by Mono Green Devotion. Congrats. No, question would not be enough. I needed the +1/+1. They had a 6/6.